Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are tuning into this video. I hope you are having a good day. Welcome in. I want to talk to you about a mistake that I see a lot of women making. And if you are making this same mistake or these same mistakes, you are absolutely setting yourself up for your journey to food freedom to be a whole lot tougher. And if you don't know what I consider to be food freedom, that is you living your consistently healthier lifestyle without you sacrificing your happiness or good food. Okay. So if you don't want to sacrifice those things and you do want to consistently create healthiness in your lifestyle, then you absolutely want to stay tuned in because I'm about to break down to you three huge mistakes that you want to avoid when you make a food mistake. Okay. So if you're not familiar with me, I am nutritionist Dani Taylor, and I work with women to help them eliminate overeating, feel good in their own body, and finally create consistently in their healthier eating habits that does not sacrifice their happiness or good food. And before we get into what I'm about to share with you today, I want you to go ahead and share this video with somebody who you know who has already been on a diet and off the wagon. If you know somebody like this, they are highly likely to repeat that cycle. But what I am sharing with you today is something that can help them eliminate that. Okay. So these are three huge mistakes that they can avoid too. So I don't want you to just keep this for yourself. I want you to go ahead and share this with them because what I know is from my experience, from my client experiences, from watching people on social media, that a lot of people make these huge mistakes. And it is one of the reasons why it takes them so long to create the consistency that they want to have, but it also takes them so long to get back into a good flow of what feels good and being able to maintain those healthier habits, that healthier lifestyle that they want to have, right? So that's consistently eating healthier, that's consistently moving their body, that is also consistently giving a shit about what they put in their mouth, right? And these three mistakes are things that I see a lot of, and I'm sharing them with you today because I want you to understand that if you have ever been on a diet and you have ever been one of those people that feels like you're on the wagon, off the wagon, 9 times out of 10, you are making at least one of these mistakes and it is drastically holding you back. Okay. So I want you to comment below if you already have identified with something that I have mentioned in this video because I want you to see yourself. I don't want you to waste your time. I want to make sure you are in the right place. And if you are not in the right place, I want you to go ahead and go on. But I want you to also stick around to get support because if you are in the right place, I promise you, not making these mistakes can absolutely move you to consistency a whole lot faster. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. One of the mistakes that people are making when they make food mistakes, and I say food mistakes, I want to clarify what that is, okay? Because in my world, all foods are fair game. There is no such thing as a food that is off limits unless it is something that you don't like, something that your doctor said is going to kill you. It's got to be one of the two, okay? So when I say food mistake, I mean you have set a standard for yourself saying, I'm not going to eat XYZ. I'm not going to eat carbs. I hope you haven't said that, but that's something a lot of people say. And they say that and then they end up making these big mistakes. But you either say, you know, you're not going to eat carbs, you're not going to eat sugar, you're not going to drink soda, or whatever the thing is that you want to do. You're not going to have so much of those things, right? Whatever the thing is that you said that you want to change, when you find yourself making a mistake in that area, you obviously find yourself in a space of doing something that you didn't intend to do, right? So here are three huge mistakes that you would want to avoid if you do make a food mistake. By food mistake, that's finding yourself overeating some Oreos when you didn't plan to. Okay, you know, ordered out some pizza, you didn't plan on doing that either. Whatever that looks like for you, number one, do not judge yourself. Do not make this about you as a person. Do not make this something that is about your identity. Okay, a lot of women are doing this, and what it's doing is it's making it less about the journey and more about them as a person. So instead of you thinking this particular thing is not working for me or this way of thinking is not working for me, you start to think I can't do this. Okay, or you start to think I'm so terrible because I can't stay disciplined. I'm so terrible because I have no self-control, or I'm so terrible because I keep eating the stuff that I said I'm not going to eat, right? So don't judge yourself in those moments. If you find yourself making a mistake, just use it as a moment of awareness. Okay, I did a thing that I didn't intend to do. What can I do differently next time so that I can do something different, so that I can actually follow through with the thing that I said that I want to do, right? So if you find yourself saying, I'm not going to eat 5 servings of Oreos in one sitting, and then you find yourself polishing off a whole pack, then don't sit in that moment and say, oh, I'm so shitty, I ate all of these Oreos. That's judging yourself, and that's not helping you get any closer to your consistency. Use that as a moment of awareness. Okay, I did a thing I didn't intend to do. It doesn't feel good in my body. I'm aware of that. What can I do differently next time? Okay, so that's number one. Number two, do not miss twice in a row. A lot of people, they make the one mistake, and then the very next thing that they do is they start to judge themselves. It starts to become about them. And then the thing they do after that is they start to detach a little bit. So now it's, I don't even care if I do this, if I don't follow through with the thing that I said again. So I'm just going to go on with my life because I'm already feeling like crap. I'm such a failure, blah, 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 right? Getting you further off the wagon of, or further off the track of where you want to be, right? So number two, again, do not miss 2 days in a row, or do not miss two opportunities in a row. If you mess up at lunch, dinner is a whole new chance for you to get it right again, right? If you mess up today, tomorrow is a chance for you to get it right. You don't have to put this off until another Monday. You don't have to put this off until another challenge that somebody else is starting. You can start making changes to your lifestyle right this moment by doing these simple things, right? So do not miss twice. Whatever it is that you said that you were going to do, if you found that you found yourself in a space where you did that thing that you didn't want to do, take a step back, evaluate what you can do differently next time, and be intentional about following through the second time around. Okay? Number three, do not isolate yourself. This is an absolute huge mistake that a lot of people make. They start to do things like, one, they judge themselves and they're like, oh, I'm so terrible. Two, they miss again. So now they're in a space where they're like 3 days or three opportunities pass. And now it's so far gone in your mind because you're judging yourself, even though you can hop right back on it whenever you're ready, right? That's why you have to get out of the pattern of judging yourself and just use those as moments of awareness. Okay. Now, when you're isolating yourself, you get into a space of, I did this thing and I feel so bad about myself. So other people must have these same feelings about me. I did this a lot and it sabotaged me so much because I would do things like say, I'm not going to eat sweets. I'm not going to eat Oreo ice cream. Then I'll sneak and go buy some Oreo ice cream. And then I stand in the kitchen and eat it while nobody's in there looking, me having a little bit of anxiety, looking around for people who might be coming around the corner or something like that, right? And then I start to put myself in this place of, I'm not on track. I'm not following along with the things that I said that I'm going to do. So I'm gonna just isolate myself from the people that I think are going to see me in the way that I see myself, or I'm gonna isolate myself from the people that I said that I was going to do these healthy things around, and then now I'm not doing these things. So instead of me putting myself in a community where I can get support and people can say, hey, I see you, right? I did that thing too. You got this. Instead of me putting myself in that space, I start isolating myself and put myself over in the corner, right? Nobody puts baby in the corner. But, but I start to isolate myself and put myself in a space. And if you make this huge mistake, you are farther putting yourself off the track that you want to be on. Okay. So please, ladies, if you really care about your consistency, you care about keeping your sanity in this process, you care about your happiness, and you care about not sacrificing good food, I absolutely want you to avoid these three huge mistakes, because if you don't, they are just going to keep you in the space where you are, inconsistent, uncomfortable, looking for some change. Okay. So I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, and you want to take this just a step further, you want to get around some people and be in a space where people can call you in when you have those moments, and you want to be around people who can point out your blind spots, just like I did today, and help you to be able to see what has been holding you back so you can move forward faster and in a way that's more consistent for you. Okay. If you know that you want that for yourself, I invite you to book your Food Freedom Consultation with me so we can sit down and talk about what your specific goals are, because everything about your healthier journey should be customized to you. So we talk about what your specific goals are and what your step-by-step plan is for you to get there. If you know that you want that and you don't want to be in this space of continuously making food mistakes, continuously finding yourself off the wagon, then again, I invite you to go ahead and book using the link in the comments. It is bit.ly/ I'm ready Dani, all lowercase, bit.ly/ I'm ready Dani. I am going to talk to you in the next video unless I see you in your food freedom consultation. We'll talk soon.